And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy FlyIslandGuy. For me, it's been a little bit of time since I've been in the skies here in Flight Simulator. I got married 2 weeks ago now, and been on honeymoon and all kinds of good stuff. So I'm now finally back in the skies and trying to get sorted. Have to head back to work and all that good stuff. So today we are in Mobo, Uruguay, and we are actually going to be heading down to Tandil, Argentina. So this is going to be an interesting flight. We're heading south, continuing the South America tour, heading more south. The more south we go, the colder it gets, which is very interesting since we're kind of starting summer here. Let's take a quick look at the weather. I'm going to try and bring that up here. Alright, so SAZT is the name of the airport that we are heading to. And I don't think there's any METAR here. But we'll just take a quick look at what the weather is saying, which is temperature right now is 12 degrees. Actually, no, sorry, the temperature right now is 17 degrees. With the winds out of the southwest at about 3 knots, gusting to 10 knots. Not much in the way of clouds here. Looks like not much in the way of clouds here. The weather is actually looking really good. If you just kind of look straight at windy.com, there's actually no weather from Mobo all the way down to here. Absolutely beautiful. So should be a great flight today. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna check SimBrief right now before we get out of here. And SimBrief, we are flying today at 20,000 feet. Flying time is going to be 1 hour and 56 minutes. And we're carrying a pretty heavy load in the aircraft. So let's get out of here, folks. Once again, push test has failed. Again, I don't know. I'm almost tired of saying this now. I don't know why it keeps failing, but it just doesn't work. So if anybody knows, I have a feeling it has to do with FS Realistic. But it is what it is. So we are heading out runway 7, and that's pretty much right behind us. We're pretty much right there to take off. Just do one last checklist here. Push test is set as failed. Avionics is set. Autopilot trim is already done. Actually, I forgot to do the cabin pressure down here. Let's see, we're doing 20,000 feet. Go up a little bit there, bam, bing, bam. And good to go. AHRs 1 and 2 are already checked. Fuel quality totalizer, let's go and reset that one more time. We've been burning a little fuel here on the ground. Cause no errors except for that push test, which we've already mentioned isn't working. Flight controls are free and clear. Let's go ahead and check our instruments. Flight instruments look good. Flight director is already in go around mode. We've already selected our altitude. Heading bug, we'll just set that kind of once we get on the runway. Electric trim is already set. We've already done our EGPWS warning and we have briefed everyone. So we're gonna go ahead, set our flaps for takeoff. Let's get our taxi lights on, although we don't really need it in the daytime. Ice protection is required. Condition lever, we'll go ahead and set that to flight idle. And we are ready to go, folks. get up in the grass a little bit. So this is Custom Airport here in Mello. Very, very small airport. I think it's a level 2 airport in On Air. All right, and here we go. All right, this is the runway here off to our left. Departing runway 07 today, as mentioned. I believe when we landed here last time, I think we landed runway 07 as well. We had to backtrack to get back to the airport, and this is actually a night landing as well, so you get to enjoy the scenery a little bit on the way out. Always have a whale of a time turning this guy. Not sure why. So we should be able to do that pretty fast. Alright, folks. Cool, so here we go. Let's line up on the runway. We are all lined up. Let's get our fired up the PMDG console. Mistake. Alright, get our landing lights on. Strobe lights and recog lights can come on as well. And we're ready to go. Gonna set our takeoff power. Let's align our heading bug, and we'll just switch that guy on. All right. Takeoff power is set, and we are good to go, folks. Applying a little bit of left rudder. Rotates. Oh, that was not the best takeoff. Gear up. Right, we are probably gonna have to go around. Just set my trim right now, so I don't have to apply so much back pressure. All right, let's go flaps up, and we'll just start a gentle turn here. I'm going to try and gain a little bit of speed as well. Normally like to climb out at about 150 knots or so. Let's get a look as we climb out as well. Looking absolutely amazing. I didn't see this last time when I landed here before. In fact, I didn't see much of anything. It was night. We're gonna come over the town of Mello here. Actually gonna get the autopilot and yaw damper on as well. Now we'll just do IAS. Oops. Nose is a little high just now. Let's get that back down. So there we go. All right, gonna turn the heading a little more. So we're back on our flight track, and then yeah, let's get nav mode on. Set our CDI source, and we are off to the races. All right, cool. All right, so. Yeah, we got a little slow with our speed just now, but the autopilot did not like that. So we're good to go now. All right, folks. So yeah, as I mentioned, I did get married 2 weeks ago, and took a little honeymoon. Afterwards, we went to Jamaica. We went back to where I met my wife. That was a great trip, although the weather kind of sucked, which is annoying. Like it was hot and all that good stuff, but it's pretty much raining every single day. Around like midday or so, the weather would start to set up. Then we'll get like lots of thunder, lightning, and rain. And it'll pretty much rain into the evening. Then rinse and repeat. Did that for the entire week, which was sort of annoying, but. Outside of that, it was still an awesome trip. Went to Montego Bay. Always, like, this is now the second time we've been there in 2 years. And I definitely want to go back again. Always have fun when I go there, drive around. Can be a little nerve-wracking if you're not used to driving on the left-hand side of the road, and traffic is a little crazy there as well. But overall, it's good times when we go. All right, so today we are going to be, before we do that, let's do our after landing checklist. After takeoff checklist, we are at landing gears up, yaw dampener is on, landing and taxi lights. Taxi lights can come off. Landing lights will stay on until 10,000 feet. Flaps at 0, ice protection is acquired. Go ahead and set our climb power. Looks like good pressurization. Looks like we're not pressurizing yet, but we will be soon. Engine instruments checked, and we are good to go, folks. So, as I mentioned before, today we are heading to Tandil, Argentina. So, as usual, as they always say, new spot. Let's see what Tandil, Argentina is all about. So, Tandil, which is located in the Buenos Aires province of Argentina, is a captivating city known for its natural beauty and rich history. So with a population of around 140,000, Tandil offers a charming blend of small-town warmth and vibrant culture. The city's name, derived from the Mapuche language, is believed to mean falling rock or moving stone, a nod to the famous Piedra Movediza, a large boulder that once balanced precariously on the edge of a hill before it fell in 1912. A replica of the rock now stands in its place, continuing to attract tourists. The climate in Tandil is temperate with distinct seasons. Summers are warm and can occasionally be quite hot, with temperatures often reaching the mid-30s Celsius, which is the mid-90s Fahrenheit. Winters are mild to cool, with temperatures really dropping below freezing, and the pleasant climate makes Tandil an ideal destination for outdoor activities year-round. So one of the city's most appealing features is its picturesque landscape, dotted with hills, forests, and lakes. And Tandil's hills, such as the Cerro El Centinela, offering breathtaking views and are popular spots for hiking and picnicking. So the city also is home to several parks and natural reserves, like Parque Independencia and Reserva Natural Sierra del Tigre, which provides excellent opportunities for nature walks and wildlife observation. So Tandil is also renowned for its artisanal foods, particularly its cheeses and cured meats, and the region's dairy farms produce high-quality products that have gained a reputation across Argentina and beyond. So every year the city hosts the Fiesta del Queso Tandilero, which I'm assuming has something to do with cheese, celebrating its rich culinary traditions with a variety of local cheeses and other delicacies. Culturally, Tandil has a vibrant art scene with numerous festivals, theaters, and museums that reflect its diverse heritage. The city's history is preserved in landmarks such as the Fuerte Independencia Museum, which offers insights into Tandil's colonial past and development. Overall, Tandil is a city that's beautifully balanced, its historical roots with modern attractions making it a delightful destination for both residents and visitors alike. Alrighty folks, so we are climbing. We're climbing through 13,500 for flight level 200. Should be a great flight all the way. Clear skies all the way down. As you saw, the weather is good in Tandil right now, and we're planning to do the RNP approach in, so should be pretty smooth sailing, nothing too crazy. And I will see you guys when we get back. All right. The South America tour continues, and we are making our way slowly down to the southern tip of South America. And I'm just really excited to see what's down there, because I know we're going to be hitting snow and all kinds of cool stuff. Lots of cold temperatures, and we're actually going to be using our ice protection for a change in this aircraft. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting, folks. All right, I'll see you guys when I get back, and I'll talk to you guys then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've started our descent into Tandil. We've actually crossed over the airport, and we are going to be shooting the RNP approach very, very soon. If we just head up to the flight deck now, we're just going to take a look just to see where we are at. We are at 6,700 feet, descending through to 2,200, which is the height of the initial approach fix. Sorry, the final approach fix. I'm gonna go ahead and set the local altimeter, and while we are descending, we'll go ahead and take a look at our approach for today, which is the RNP runway 01 approach. Let's go ahead and bring this up in OBS. Boom. Alright, so we are heading towards this Ilmus waypoint right now. We're actually coming from the north. So we're going to head to this Ilmus waypoint, and then we're basically going to do pretty much a U-turn, heading back towards the runway, landing on runway 01. Just take a look at the chart for the airport. Nice long runway, 8,300 feet. Way more than we would ever need for this aircraft. Looks like this is this has military hangars here as well. I'm not sure if this is actually a military base overall. Didn't check, but this is where we're going to be landing. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to make this turn off here on taxiway Alpha, but yeah, terminal's going to be off to our left when we land. So we'll just need to make sure that we slow down the aircraft and stop as soon as possible, and yeah, get to where we're going. So go ahead and switch that guy off. We are now coming down to 3,000 feet, which means we should be starting our left turn soon. This has been a very long, uneventful flight, and to be honest, we were a little overweight when we were planning based on the fuel, so I had to dial back on some of the fuel, which means that right now we have very little fuel left in the aircraft, which we're going to probably get dinged for on air. But the flight is almost done. If you look at the endurance here, we have about 55 minutes worth of fuel left. We're going to be long on the ground before we get anywhere near that. Overall weather here in Tandil, it looks good. Just bringing up the weather over here, just off monitor.
Terrain.
Scared me. We should be leveling off now. And we should be starting that left turn. As you can see, we are starting it now. Lots of hill in the area. But right now we're about 16 degrees outside. Mostly sunny, and winds are shifted a little bit. Now they're coming out of the southwest, the southeast at 2 knots, heading towards or gusting to 5 knots. Everything looks good here though. What we're gonna do is try and just get lined up on the runway, and yeah, see if we can land safely. Hearing an interesting sound right now. Is it the engines? Weird. Engine seems to sound a little odd. Don't really know why. It's okay though. All right. So we're doing about 150 knots. We're just gonna slow down. We're gonna go ahead and get our first notch of flaps out, get the gear down, get configured, and let's get ready to land. It's actually been a very long flight. It's been almost 2 hours, which is kind of pushing things a little bit for the PC-12 with the load that I have. But I think this is a flight that I had lined up before I had gone on my honeymoon, so I think we're actually going to lose a good chunk of money for this one, which kind of sucks because this is about $20,000. Alright, we're starting our left turn. This should be getting us lined up on the runway. Airport is right off in the distance to our 11 o'clock. You can kind of see it out there, the runway lights. Heading towards late afternoon here. Our current time in Tandil. Yeah, 4:32 p.m. So yeah, heading towards 5 o'clock. Luckily, it didn't make the same mistake as last time. We ended up being a night flight. Definitely not gonna do that again. And let's go gear down. see. Ah, I thought my gear was down at that time. But kind of, I was like increasing speed to kind of compensate for everything and didn't realize my gear wasn't down. Getting a lot of warnings popping up here though. Probably because my fuel is low, autopilot off, and your damper is off as well. Going to get our trims all sorted out. And also going to make sure taxi lights are on. Sometimes I wish I had another set of hands. Make things a lot easier. Gonna slow down now though. We are all configured for landing, folks. And also gotta adjust as well. Just applying a little bit of left rudder so we can straighten up. Actually, since this was an RNP approach, I could have just gone into approach mode, which I should have done. I actually forgot to do it, but we're just gonna hand fly the majority of this approach. As you can see,
500.
We have our fuel warnings up there because our fuel is very low now. We are low. So just trying to compensate for that. Approach is a little shallow. As I said, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I haven't flown now probably for a couple of weeks as of this video. So yeah, just trying to get back into the groove. At 100 knots now. Runway is ahead of us. Have a little bit of a crosswind. Not very strong though, so that shouldn't really be of much consequence. Beautiful farmland here on landing. Lots of interesting, cool little sights. Just applying just a little bit of left rudder just to keep us straight. But just trying to make sure we stay on the center line. So my approach is a little flat. I kind of got too low too quick. So just trying to maintain the altitude until we get close enough. Alright, gonna dial back the throttles. And just try and bleed off the speed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tandil. Let the aircraft get a little ahead of me on approach here, but all in all, good landing. I just need to turn around. Alright, so we're going to clean the aircraft up. Flaps up. Get these strobes recognition lights off. Flight director can come off as well. Don't need that guy. And while we're taxiing, we're going to go ahead, bring it into ground idle. Make it a little easier to control and a little easier to handle our speed as well. So here we are at the terminal. Don't see much in the way of marshals or anything, so we're just gonna come to this fuel box right here and we will call it a day, folks. Once again, a wonderful flight in the PC-12. Let's see. We are off the runway, so let's get the landing lights, taxi lights off. And we could stop here. Oh, why did that come up? All right, so if we check our timer here, let's just see how we were for time on this flight. 2 hours and 16 minutes, which was probably about 15 to 20 minutes longer than we should have been in the air. We had a pretty strong headwind for a lot of the flight, but that is all good. Right, beacon off, and I'll get this standby bus on. We'll go ahead and kill the engines. Nope. Kill the engines. Nope. Secure the engines. Oop. Stop. Alright, that could have ended badly. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, I'm done. Not sure I'm having so much trouble doing this today. Kill the engines. I need to get me a throttle quadrant.
Engine off time lost. Essential bus. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by On Air.
Almost drove into a building. Wow. Okay. Alright, folks. Let's open the door. And here we are. A lot closer to the building than we should have been, thanks to some sloppy engine shutdown work by me. But we are here. Alright, folks, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video if you see fit. This is almost perfect until then. It wasn't almost perfect at all. There was a lot that went wrong. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. We're going to continue the South America tour, and we're going to go further and further down south. And it's getting colder and colder as we go along. So let's see how things go, folks. Outside of that, it's your boy FlyIslandGuy. Stay safe. Most importantly, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.
FlyIslandGuy, we're soaring so high. With reggae beats, we touch the sky.